what we're going to go over in this video is loop, and we'll talk about the for loop. By definition, loops are a programming element that repeat a portion of the code for a set amount of times until the desired process is completed. By repeating these commands, the programmers have fewer lines to write and less opportunity to make mistakes. The for loop, however, is used whenever you need to repeat a task a certain amount of time. First, in order to demonstrate the for loop, we'll need some tasks. I'm going to create two tasks over here. The first task is to show an icon named heart for 2 seconds, and the second task is to show the string hello for 2 seconds. Let's go ahead and run this to see how it works. Icon named heart for 2 seconds and HELLO for 2 seconds. Great. Now, let's repeat this task 3 times. We're going to repeat those tasks 3 times using a more traditional method first of just copy and pasting. So I'm going to copy this. That's the first time, second time, and the third time. And I'm going to run it and demonstrate it. So heart, HELLO, that would be the first time. And heart, HELLO again. And that would be the second time. And for the third time, heart, HELLO. In practice, this method works exactly the way you want it to, repeating a task for 3 exact times. But it is not recommended. The longer your code is, the harder it is to debug if you happen to make a mistake somewhere in the command, right? So, it is usually recommended in computer science to keep your code as short and precise as possible. Because of that reason, we're going to use a for loop to repeat these tasks instead of just copy and pasting. I'm going to delete the second loop and the third. Now, to demonstrate the for loop, for let x equal 0, I'm going to repeat this 3 times just like we did before, x less than 3 and x plus plus. Open the bracket, close the bracket. That's the first time, heart, HELLO. And the second time, heart, HELLO. And the third time, just like before. Now, the question is, how do I know that because of this line, it's going to repeat these tasks for 3 times? Because I set a variable named x equal 3, and every time the for loop get repeated, so going from line 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go up to line 1 again, every time it goes back up to line 1, x plus plus, which means x equal x plus 1. So now, after the first line, x is going to be equal 1. So that's the first repetition. After the second repetition, x is going to be equal to 2 because x equal x plus 1, which means x equal 1 plus 1 equal 2. And it's going to go back up to the loop again. This time, x is going to be equal to 3. So x is going to be equal to 2 plus 1, which is 3. Now, in that instance, x is no longer less than 3. 3 is not less than 3. 3 is equal 3, correct? So, because x is no longer less than 3, it exits the for loop to line 7 and ends the program. To demonstrate this, I'm going to change the number around. For example, if I want x to start at 2 instead of 0, and I want x to be less than, say, 4. And I'm going to keep x equal x plus 1. So the first time this code is going to be run, x is going to be equal to 2, which is less than 4. The second time is going to be x equal x plus 1, which means 2 plus 1, which is 3, still less than 4. Great. But the third time, it's going to be x equal 3 plus 1, which is 4. That is no longer less than 4, which means the code is going to get exited to line number 7. by this configurations, let x equal 2, the x equal x less than 4, x equal x plus 1, this block right here is going to be repeated 2 times. So once at 2 and once at 3. And that is how you do a for loop.